Hey there, dog owners in Roseville, Michigan. You have definitely come to the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find the absolute best professional trainer for your dog, so you can feel totally confident in your choice. Just imagine for a second you're taking a walk down a busy street, maybe right on Gratiot Avenue, and your dog, they're just trotting calmly right beside you, not pulling, not barking at things, just enjoying the walk. That's the dream, right? A well-trained dog just makes every part of living in Roseville a whole lot more fun. So how do we get to that dream scenario? Well, it all kicks off with finding the right person to help you. Let's dig into the fundamental things that show you've found a qualified modern dog trainer. Okay, the number one thing you want to hear from a trainer is positive reinforcement. This is the modern, science-backed way to do things. It's all about rewarding your dog for getting things right, with a treat, with praise, whatever they love. It builds a dog who's confident and actually wants to learn, which, makes your relationship with them so much stronger. So how do you know if a trainer really knows their stuff? Well, certifications are a great clue. The CPD-TKA means they've passed a big test on all things dog training. KPA-CTP is a good sign they're skilled with techniques like clicker training. Now that last one, the IABC-CDBC, that's for trainers who handle more serious issues like deep-seated fear or aggression. All right, once you're comfortable with a trainer's approach and you've seen their credentials, the next piece of the puzzle is the program itself. Let's look at the different ways training is offered and get an idea of what the budget looks like right here in the Roseville area. You've basically got two main routes here. Group classes are awesome, especially for puppies or for dogs who need to learn to focus when other dogs are around. On the other hand, if you have a really specific problem at home, like say your dog jumps all over guests, a private lesson gives you that focused, one-on-one help right where the issue is happening. There's also a third path for those who need a really intensive start: board and train. This is where your dog actually lives with the trainer for a couple of weeks. If you consider this, you have to be 100% sure the trainer uses positive, humane methods and gives you a really clear plan to keep up the training when your dog comes home. All right, let's talk money. What's this all going to cost? This chart gives you a pretty good ballpark for prices in and around Roseville. As you can see, group classes are the most budget-friendly, while a board and train is a much bigger financial commitment. These numbers can change based on the trainer's experience, of course, but it's a solid starting point for planning. Okay, so you've found a few trainers that look promising and you have a budget in mind. Now it's time to actually talk to them. Don't think of it as a formal interview. It's really just a chat to make sure you, your dog, and the trainer are all a good fit. Following these steps gives you a really complete picture. You start by asking about their philosophy to make sure they're all about positive reinforcement. Then you ask about their qualifications. A good trainer will always tailor a plan specifically for your dog's needs, not use some cookie-cutter approach. And that last one, homework, is so important because what you do between sessions is what makes the training really stick. Being a fantastic dog owner is also about knowing the local rules of the road. So let's tie this all back to our community here in Roseville and look at the city guidelines and some of the best spots to practice all those new skills. This one is simple, but it's a big one. In Roseville, anytime your dog is off your own property, they have to be on a leash that is no longer than 6 feet. That's for the safety of your dog, other people, and other pets. It's just part of being a good neighbor. A few other local things to keep on your radar. It's required by law that your dog is up to date on their rabies vaccine and wears the tag. And here's a helpful tip. Macomb County doesn't require a separate dog license. That rabies tag is what you need. Also, that last point about barking is worth noting. Good training can help manage that and keep things peaceful in the neighborhood. Okay, so you're working with an amazing trainer. You're up on all the local rules. So where do you go to put all this great work into practice in the real world? Roseville has some really great options. The dog park is obviously the best spot to work on off-leash skills like coming when called. For a nice, controlled walk, the paths over at Veterans Memorial Park are perfect for practicing that loose leash walking. And if you want a bit more of a challenge, the Macomb Orchard Trail is fantastic for building your dog's focus over longer distances. And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? The time you invest in finding that right person really pays off. It leads to a better relationship with your dog and just, way less stress in your day-to-day life. At the end of the day, good training just opens up your life. It means you can have a relaxing day at the park, have people over to your house without any chaos, and just build an incredible bond with your dog. We wish you the very best of luck on your search and in your training journey ahead.